Hey everybody, and welcome back to Torpedoes and Tarantulas. And tonight, guys, I'm going to go back to the roots of my channel and I'm going to review a cigar. So for those of you who may have been expecting a tarantula video, apparently you didn't watch the title, and sorry to disappoint. For the rest of you who are still watching, if you're interested in cigars or you're just bored or whatever, welcome. With all that being said, let's get into it. Tonight I have a cigar I just got from my local B&M couple of hours ago. This is the Montecristo. This is the Montecristo Platinum Series, which you can barely read the text on the band there, but it's Platinum Series. This is Montecristo. Montecristo is a rather well-known Cuban cigar brand, which is also made in the Dominican Republic, for those of you who don't know. So not all Montecristos are Cubans, but most of them are Cuban seed. But this is a Dominican Montecristo. It's a beautiful cigar. As you can see, nice oily wrapper. Small veins, nothing huge except for that one right there, which is still not huge. Invisible seams. Nice firm pack. Triple cap on the end. Just an all around well-made cigar. The aromas on the pre-light. On the wrapper, there is it's a cocoa, like a dry cocoa, like cocoa powder aroma. It's basically all there is on the wrapper. It's really pleasant. And then on the foot, it's a richer, more complex chocolate aroma with a little bit of dark chocolate. Kind of a dark fruitiness, almost like a chocolate-covered raisin. Which chocolate-covered raisins are gross, but the smell is really nice. It's very desserty and sweet. It's really nice. So let's go ahead and punch this, and I'll kind of talk about this as we go. This here is the Rothchilde tubo. As you saw, it came in the aluminum tube. This is a Rothchilde, which is another word for Robusto. This is a 5x50 cigar, made by Montecristo in the Dominican Republic, as I mentioned. The wrapper is a San Andres Cubano. The binder is Dominican, and the fillers are Dominican, Nicaraguan, and Peruvian. On the pre-light draw, there's a almost like a dry leaf sweetness there, but it's really dry. There's a little bit of spice kicking up there on the end, just on the cold light. So, all that being said, let's heat it up and get into it. As I do that, I want to apologize to any of you who have been with me for a while or that like my cigar review videos or whatever. I want to apologize for the lack of content lately. As I said, I got caught up in my other hobby, and it's a lot easier to do continuous videos on tarantulas and other things, and you can feed them and stuff like that all the time, as it is buying cigars all the time, because you have to come up with a different cigar every time you do a review. So it's a bit easier for me to do those videos than it is for the cigar review videos. So I apologize for lack of content. Hopefully you will enjoy this one tonight. Really don't like this torch lighter. It's good for other things, but not for a cigar. Really don't like overheating the cherry. Right off the bat, there's a hay aroma with a little bit of leather and some spice, slight spice jingle kicking up on the tongue. And that's all I'm getting so far. I'm going to let this thing, first of all, I'm going to let the cherry cool down, and then I'm going to let it heat back up, get a little ways into it, and then I'll tell you what's going on as the flavors develop. Right, so here we are back again with this Montecristo Platinum Series, the Rothchilde. As you can see, the burn is pretty nice and straight. Ash has been holding on really nice. Since the first light, the cigar's mellowed out a bit. When I first lit it, there was a lot of leather and some spice on the tail end of it. And then after a few draws into it, there was still that leather with a nuttiness kind of in behind that, and then the spice tingle on the end. Well, that has kind of mellowed out since then, and it's just basically a lot of like leather and just aged tobacco leaf. It's real nice, like sweet dried leaf flavor with the leather there, which is pretty mild as well. And even the spice is kind of faded out on the finish. It's still there, but it's barely noticeable. So far, this cigar is pretty mellow, but not complex at all. Very smooth, and I would say a mild to medium-bodied cigar. It's a really nice cigar so far. So we're going to get a little bit further into it and see if we get any changes. All right, so here we are back again. Damn ash fell off right before I restarted this video, so it made it all the way up to the first band point. You can see it's still burning really nice and straight. Not many changes on this cigar. It's still pretty mellow. It's a mild to medium bodied all the way through. Body, flavor, and strength. The leather is still just kind of the core flavor. The spice just kind of goes up and down. It's never too overpowering or strong. It's just the slightest tingle on the palate. And in the last 6 or 8 draws, I've gotten kind of a cinnamony bacon spice kind of flavor. Not, like straight cinnamon, but just that's kind of reminiscent of what it is. But mainly it's just a leather core, and that's about it. Draw is a bit on the firm side, but nothing too tough. Nice smoke output once you get it going. It does kind of want to try to go out a lot quicker than some cigars would. But as long as you know what you're doing, you're careful, you won't overheat the cherry, and you won't have to relight it, which has been the case for me. All in all, it's just kind of a middle-of-the-road cigar, not taking anything away from it because it's still an enjoyable stick, but we're only halfway through it. So who knows? Maybe we'll get something different in the second half. All right, so here we are in the final third of this cigar. So this will be the last update on this Montecristo Platinum Series. The flavors have shifted. It's basically just a toasty tobacco flavor now. If you like tobacco and cigars and things like that, you'll like it. If you really don't like those kind of flavors and you like more of the softer, sweeter flavors, well, you probably shouldn't be smoking cigars. But if you do and you like those types of flavors, you would probably want to end it at this point. But for any cigar lover, you're going to see it all the way through. There's still a little bit of spice there, a tingle on the tongue, and that's about it. The body and flavor had kicked up a little bit, but there's little to no strength at all. So it's just been a pretty mild to medium cigar throughout. You can see it's been performing really well. Haven't had to touch it up or relight it, and I've only had to ash it twice, which is a bonus in my book. Smoke output's still really nice. So there you go, guys. That has been the Montecristo Platinum Series Rothchilde. If you like a milder bodied cigar, pick some of these up. They're pretty inexpensive. I hope you enjoyed this review video. I've got another one coming up pretty soon because I've got another cigar that I'm going to do a review on. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and a comment. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down and a comment. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Take care of yourselves and each other. Hope you guys have a great night. God bless.